Hey guys, how's it going and welcome to the Minix channel. And this is the end of the year. We're done with 2019. It's almost over. And just right before the end, I do want to talk about pretty much the best games of 2019. What games I played that I liked, what games I enjoyed a lot, and what games just really struck to me in some kind of way. I think that this was a really good game. I'm going to do my top 10 and then I'm going to do some honorable mentions, some games that really impacted me even though they weren't like extremely good, but I still kind of like really like them and everything like that. Now this is a pretty arbitrary list. This is just my favorite ones, guys, so it's not gonna be like looking at it objectively or anything like that. This is literally just what I like in the order that I like them and everything like that. So if a game I talked about you didn't like or anything like that, feel free to tell me what games you like. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite game of the year. And without further ado, I do want to let you know one thing before we start with anything like that. I am still doing my giveaway. It ends in a day or two at this point. I think December 31st at 11:59 p.m. So you guys don't have until the last day, last minute, right before Christmas. Right before the New Year. So please sign up for a giveaway for a $20 gift card or Persona 5 Vanilla. But let's go ahead and get started with the video, guys. And I want to start at number 10. Number 10 is Days Gone. Days Gone came out, and a lot of people were expecting Days Gone to either fail or be like a really good game. But it came out something in the middle. And to me, with low expectations, I came out with almost no expectations. I actually was thinking this game was gonna tank, and it surprises me in a lot of different ways. The story was actually really good. The gameplay was really solid when it comes to the riding the bike and everything like that. And that's why it's in this game. It's in this list because it surpassed my expectations in different ways. Now, I don't think that this game is the best game, but I really had a lot of fun with this game. And the story was really solid. When it comes to the story they were trying to do, the gameplay and everything like that, I just really liked it a whole lot. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. And I think that it's a game that I would like to play again. I think I really like that game. Moving on to number 9. Number 9 is a game that I saw and I played, and when it was first announced, I just didn't know what to expect from this game. I like the developer a lot. I love Platinum Games, but I didn't know what their new game is gonna be like because it's a brand new IP from Nintendo and Platinum. I didn't know what to expect, guys. And Asphalt Chain was a really good game. I think that the game was interesting. I think the gameplay was a new kind of gameplay, new kind of idea, being attached to another character, and you guys do combos together and anything like that. It's an interesting thought. Now, it didn't always work out for me gameplay wise, but the story was really solid. The gameplay from Platinum is always good. It's always interesting. They like to do something different, and they did it in this case, and I appreciate it for that. I think it was a really solid game from Nintendo. I really hope for Asphalt Chain 2. Maybe fix the gameplay in a different kind of way and everything like that. It just takes a while for the gameplay to click into me and everything like that, but I really liked it a whole lot. Overall, really good game. Number 8. This game was interesting because it came out in parts. Now that's just why it's a little bit lower in the chain. Honestly, I would put this game a little higher, but since it started to come out last year and then it finished this year, it was a little bit hard for me to kind of just put it there, but I wanted to put it here because it did end this year. And this is the Life is Strange 2, guys. This game is a roller coaster of emotions. It starts really strong, and now towards the end it does fade a little bit, and I don't think that there's a lot of things that they could have done better, but the story has a message. It has things that they want to do, and they went for it. They took a bold statement. They did bold choices in this game, and no, it doesn't always work out. When it works, and when it's really heart-wrenching, when everything is said and done, this game did something for me, and I really liked the game. I think that the story was really well made. I think that the characters were really likable, were really interesting. You meet so many characters. The character development in this game is fantastic. One of the best character developments of this year for sure. And that's why it reached that point. But looking at number 7, another interesting game, and also an indie AA title type of thing. And this game came by surprise because I did not know anything about the game. I actually just kind of heard about it a little bit, and I never heard about it again, so I wanted to play it. And this game was also kind of something unexpected because I didn't know much about the game. I just kind of played it, and this is a Plague Innocence. This game is interesting. It's a kind of like a retelling of the Black Plague through Europe when killed millions of people and everything like that, with some supernatural elements. And it did it for me when it came to the gameplay. It was different. It wasn't about fighting things. It was just about protecting yourself and hiding and sneaking through these puzzle-like environments, finding ways to rescue your little brother and everything like that. I did a lot of really good stuff for me. I think this game is probably not gonna be in a lot of people's radars. It's probably not gonna be mentioned a lot, but this game definitely did something for me. I really like the game. I actually enjoy the game a lot. I think that this game, hope more people play it because it deserves to be played. But moving on, number 6, this game was also something that was unexpected, and at first glance it came out in a different kind of way that I expected it to be, but I still enjoyed it a lot, and that is The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds came out almost like Fallout clone, and in a sense it is a clone of the series. I had a lot of the same elements, same kind of gameplay, but at the same time it had something special going on. The world was extremely interesting, just kind of getting to know the characters and the story you were trying to say and everything like that, and I liked it. I think that the biggest thing about this game is how good it looks. It is not the best when it comes to graphics, but the color palette that we're going for, the kind of story, it just meshes really well together. I like stories when they have a specific idea and they really go for it. Now this game I think could have been better when it comes to that kind of stuff, when it comes to not being so much like Fallout, which it was. So I feel like the next game in this series can stray a little bit more from Fallout and be more original in a sense. I think it will be really good for that. But speaking of originality, my next one, number 5, is also a game that borrowed a lot of stuff from a lot of different games, but it still came out really good at the top when it comes to the kind of story they went for, the kind of gameplay they went for, and that is the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Guys, this game, I thought it was gonna be a really bad game. When I first announced, a game from EA, they have trashed the franchise to the ground with the previous games and everything like that. So when this game was announced, when I saw the gameplay and everything like that, I didn't know what to expect. And guys, I was extremely surprised, and it was pleasant to just play the game. The game was good. It's really good, and I commend it for that because the story was amazing. It was a classic Star Wars story. You see the character of Cal just develop into this Jedi, and it's a good story. It's heartwarming at times, really scary at some times, but you can see how well it fits into the Star Wars franchise. Excellent game. I love it. Moving on next at number 4, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Guys, I lost my review for this game. I recorded it and everything like that, and I never published it because I lost it. So you won't find my review for this game, but this game was amazing. I can't say more than that. I expected this game to be good, but seeing how well they were able to move from the 3DS to the Switch when it comes to graphic design, the kind of games they were going for and everything like that, they did an amazing game. I can't say much more than that. The gameplay was amazing, and this is one of those games that I expect other franchises from the 3DS to go to the Switch and do something similar to this, because it did something good and it was amazing. Now moving up at number 3. Now the top 3, this was hard for me because all 3 of these games were really awesome. But my number 3 is the Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry 5, we were waiting for so long for a Devil May Cry game, so having the 5th in the franchise, amazing stuff. I was super excited for it. But when it came to the actual game and everything like that, guys, this game delivered in any kind of way. It won Game of the Year when it came to action games and everything, and it deserves that place because it was amazing. It was a really good game. Couldn't expect any better than what they did. It really delivered in any kind of way. Number 2, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now this game, it was interesting because I do like the Dark Souls games. I like the Bloodborne, and this game plays and feels very different from those games. It does still have some of the same mechanics, some of the same stuff, and but this game just had something different and something special going on. And what can I say? The gameplay was just amazing. I love the Japanese culture. I love what they were going for. The story was a redemption arc kind of thing. It wasn't extremely special, but the gameplay was just phenomenal. The color palette was good. Just a lot of really good stuff in this game. I'm at number one, guys. I talked about this before. You guys already know this, but number one is gonna be Resident Evil 2. I talked about this in my previous videos and everything like that, but I think this was a benchmark for remakes. I think the story was obviously the classical Resident Evil story, but my biggest thing for me was how well this game was when it came to the story, the gameplay, the remake, the graphics, everything that I expected from Resident Evil game was here. And the franchise is back. Resident Evil is back, and I'm super excited to see how they're gonna be remaking Resident Evil 3 when they showed how the design and everything like that. Super cool stuff. I really do like that a lot. But guys, that is pretty much my games of the year in arbitrary order and anything like that. Some games, honorable mentions kind of things, as I mentioned earlier. Persona Q2, a really good game when it comes to being a fan service kind of game. Really liked it a whole lot. I thought that the series just needs more of this kind of games, you know, little games and everything like that. I like those kind of stuff. Link's Awakening, another remake that was extremely well done. I think that Nintendo did an amazing job just kind of bringing that Game Boy game to the Switch with the fantastic graphics, the style, design, everything like that. Was a really good game. Metro Exodus was a really amazing game too. It had something special going on with the graphic design or everything like that. This was one of a really good game, really good looking game. Gameplay style was really good and everything like that. I really like that game as well. And Luigi's Mansion 3 is my other honorable mention this year. It had something going on with the graphics as well. This is a really good game on the Switch. Hugely expecting another Luigi's Mansion game, so getting it was really fun. It was really, it was another Luigi's Mansion game, but so far it was really good. But anyway, that's pretty much it on my games. Notice there are some games that I didn't talk about, and it's because I didn't play every single game this year. There are some games that I just don't have time for, like this Coliseum. I really wanted to play that game. Death Stranding. There are really long games, guys. I don't really have a lot of time to play these kind of games. Maybe in my free time next year I'll play them and everything like that. But if there's some particular game that you mentioned here that you were kind of like, hey, why did you talk about it? Let me know in the comments below, guys. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.